Tonight, we induct the first two members of the UFC Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to induct our first two UFC Hall of Fame members. Please welcome these two UFC warriors as they come to the octagon. Presenting the awards will be the president of Zuffa, Dana White. Entering the octagon at this time, the legendary Royce Gracie! And now, coming to the octagon, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock!
Tonight is a very special night for the UFC. Tonight we'll be honoring two of the sport's greatest legends by inducting them into the UFC Hall of Fame. He thrilled and stunned the world. How could a 185-pound man defeat men much stronger and bigger? We will learn it was a family secret. First unveiled at UFC 1. The Gracie family style of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what catapulted Royce Gracie into legendary status. We honor and welcome an inaugural inductee to the UFC Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen, Royce Gracie.
I'd like to thank my brother Horton for creating the show. If it wasn't for him, none of us would be here tonight. Of course, the fans for their support. And Dana White and Zuffa, but to have the courage to continue my family create long time back in Brazil, my father, my family. Thank you.
Thank you, Royce. Congratulations.
We first met the world's most dangerous man in Denver, Colorado. McNeedles Arena in November of 1993. A multiple UFC champion and still a present-day champion in the minds and hearts of all. We honor and welcome our other inaugural member of the UFC Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Shamrock.
Well, first I want to start off by thanking some of the people to make it possible for me and Royce Gracie to be standing here in the ring today. Frank and Lorenzo Fertitta, the president, Dana White, the people in the office of the UFC, and the people that set up the rings and camera here at the UFC have worked long and hard to keep this here for you fans, for us to be able to fight. And last but not least, back in '93 when I first entered the octagon, it was booming. Back in UFC 4, we started to get shut down. went underground because the politics wouldn't let us have it, because it wasn't legal. But because of you fans. It went underground, and through the internet and websites, you kept us alive. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart, that I'm standing in this ring, and Hoist Gracie's standing in this ring, and UFC is still here being able to put on shows, is because of your persistence, the loyal fans in UFC, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. God bless, and we'll see you back in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand of applause for our first two inductees into the UFC Hall of Fame. These two legendary warriors of the Octagon, Hoist Gracie